Happy Halloween! Happy Friday, all empathic sensitive souls. How's it going today? How is Halloween going? I really don't know yet because I haven't even been outside. I don't know if it's cold, if it's warm. We're supposed to be getting cooler temps with rain, misty rain coming in tonight, so I don't even know how many trick or treaters I'm going to have. I'm kind of disappointed, but maybe not because I got full size candy bars this year and I kind of like some of them. So if I don't have trick or treaters, oh well, I guess I'll have to eat them myself. I hope that everyone had a fantastic week so far. On Monday, we pulled the education card. Life is filled with lessons, be teachable. Did you learn anything this week? Did you have any lessons? My lesson this week was to not worry, not put my energy into worrying about the what could happen. And I had to keep reminding myself that I can listen without being dragged into the drama, without being emotionally invested into the what ifs of the situation. When it involves family, of course, sometimes it ends up involving me having to be more emotionally and financially invested than what I want to be. So I had to withdraw my reaction to what was happening. And it's really hard, especially when you're an empath and you're a feeler and you feel all the emotions, you feel the frustration, you feel the fear, and then you take it on as your own. And I had to keep reminding myself and removing myself from that. Now, last weekend, I disconnected, I unplugged, and I went dark for the majority of the weekend. So I wasn't doom scrolling. I wasn't focused on what was going on online. I could focus on what I was feeling, working on my inner self, my shadow self, working on releasing my own fears and insecurities, and not have the drama and the trauma. Even watching the news can be very overwhelming and triggering for a lot of us, but I had to unplug. And this coming weekend is going to be the same. I have a celebration of life on Saturday to go to, and that's Saturday late afternoon, but Saturday and Sunday I'm helping friends tear down their Halloween decorations and prep for the Christmas season. They are Mr. and Mrs. Claus, and starting mid-November they are full bore. Every spare moment, every weekend is out representing the Clauses. So they don't have time to get everything prepped for the holiday season, so we're doing it early. And I'm hoping that we have gorgeous weather and that it is, even if it's chilly, that it's not raining, because there's nothing worse than trying to take down Halloween decorations. And when I say Halloween decorations, they go all out. So to dismantle and then to put up the Christmas ones, it's going to be a huge undertaking, but I'm looking forward to it. And if it gets cold, then I just go have hot chocolate with the puppy dog and the kitty cat and snuggle for a minute because they need to be snuggled too. And then come back out and help. But trying to remind myself that I am teachable, that I don't have all the answers, that I don't know everything, and that I can learn about myself and my own emotions and how I act and react, and work on strengthening my resolve, if you want to call it that, to stay in my own lane, to not spend my energy worrying about what could happen if they did this, if they did that, XYZ. If I'm not worrying about it, then I got energy to take care of myself. That was my lesson this week. What was your lesson? Anything exciting happen? Be the student and be willing to state the most powerful mantra of all, I don't know yet. And I've done that quite a few times this week with the new software install we had on Monday. I don't know how that works. Well, let's try it out. And then when things don't work as expected, to contact our corporate office, say, hey, what's going on with this? Oh, yeah, we got a problem with that. We forgot to tell you. Oh, thanks. And not to get all up in my feelings and the anger and the frustration, because quite frankly, who likes change, especially when it comes to software changes? And just roll with the punches. And it seemed to work out okay this week. Now, if I can continue that, just what will be, will be. We'll roll with the punches. I can only change what I am capable of changing, which is usually just my emotions and how I feel around it. And even my coworker goes, well, thank you for being there for me to help me through this. You know, your presence and calmness helped me able to function and navigate through the software changes. You're welcome. So hopefully you were teachable, and hopefully you learned some lessons, or you're still learning lessons. And never forget, education is all important. I remember when I went back to school, my stepmother asked me, well, why are you wasting your money going back to school? Is education really a waste of money? Now, am I going to go full bore into the degree I was going for? I could not afford to do that because they didn't pay very well. So why would I, be silly and do something like that? But the knowledge is never lost. The knowledge is there, and the knowledge has been used. So it's my money to spend on me as I see fit. Why she would have a conniption, I'm still not quite sure. But all knowledge is good. All education, put it to good use. Somewhere along the line, the knowledge that I gained and the education I had, she utilized it because she would call and ask questions, right? So always be teachable. Always go into a situation thinking, okay, what's this going to teach me? What lesson am I learning now? And it's so hard because we're empaths not to put all of our emotion into it, or not to feel the emotion that is, especially when you're in a group, from others, and just see try to look at it from above and say, oh, what's this teaching me? What lesson am I having? And a lot of times I have to rant and rave after the fact, and yeah, that makes sense. I got it. Now, do I learn the lesson as I'm going through it, and do I recognize it as a teaching moment? Sometimes not, but that's okay. The quicker turnaround I have, the better I feel, and the easier it is for me to navigate the next time a lesson comes up and, hey, I'm here, right? So I hope that you all had a fantastic week. Have a very happy Halloween. Hopefully you have either lots of trick-or-treaters or you get lots of candy. Either way. Have a great weekend. I will check in on Monday and we'll draw a new card for the new week. Bye, everyone.